Namaste बिटिया, खुश रहो बिटिया. Myself JVN Dr. Ritu Sharma, Assistant Professor, Department of Gynae, Faculty of Homeopathic Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Now today's session, Physiology of Normal Labor. Definition. During pregnancy, there is marked hypertrophy and hyperplasia of the uterine muscles and the enlargement of the uterus. At term, the length of the uterus measures about 35 centimeter, including cervix. The fundus is wider both transversely and anterior-posteriorly than the lower segment. The uterus assumes piriform ovoid shape. Uterine contraction in labor. Throughout pregnancy, there is irregular, involuntary, spasmodic uterine contraction, which are painless Braxton Hicks and have no effect on dilatation of the cervix. The pacemaker of the uterine contraction is situated in the region of the tubal ostia, from where waves of contraction spread downwards. While there are wide variations in frequency, intensity, and duration of contractions, they remain usually within normal limit in the following pattern. There is good synchronization of the contraction, waves from both halves of the uterus and also between upper and lower uterine segments. There is fundal dominance of contraction that diminishes gradually in duration and intensity through mid-zone down to lower segment. It takes about 10 to 20 seconds. The waves of contraction follow a regular pattern. The upper segment of the uterus contracts more strongly and for a longer time than the lower part. Intra-amniotic pressure rises beyond 20 mmHg during uterine contraction. Good relaxation occurs in between contraction to bring down the intra-amniotic pressure to less than 8 mmHg. Contraction of the fundus lasts longer than that of the mid-zone. Now, probable cause of pain are A. Myometrial hypoxia during contraction, as in angina. B. Stretching of the peritoneum over the fundus. C. Stretching of the cervix during dilatation. D. Stretching of the ligaments surrounding the uterus. And E. Compression of the nerve ganglion. Pain of uterine contraction is distributed along the cutaneous nerve distribution of T10 to L1. Pain of cervical dilatation and stretching is referred to the back through the facial plexus. Tonus. It is the intrauterine pressure is in between contraction during pregnancy, as the uterus is quiescent, inactive. The tonus is 2 to 3 mmHg. During the first stage of the labor, it varies from 8 mmHg to 10 mmHg. It inversely proportional to relaxation. The factors which govern to tonus are: first is contractility of uterine muscles, second is intra-abdominal pressure, and third, over distension of uterus, as in twins and hydroamnion. Intensity. The intensity of uterine contraction describes the degree of uterine systole. The intensity gradually increases with advancement of labor until it becomes maximum in the second stage during delivery of the baby. Intrauterine pressure is rise to 40 to 50 mmHg during first stage and about 100 to 120 mm in second stage of labor during contractions. In spite of diminished pain in third stage, the intrauterine pressure is probably the same as that in the second stage. The diminished pain is due to lack of stretching effect. Duration. In the first stage, the contractions last for about 30 seconds initially but gradually increase in duration with the progress of labor. Thus, in the second stage, the contraction lasts longer than in the first stage. Now, frequency. In the early stage of labor, the contractions come at intervals of 10 to 15 minutes. The intervals gradually shorten with advancement of labor until in the second stage when it comes every 2 to 3 minutes. It is important to note that all the features of uterine contractions mentioned are very effective only when they are in combination. Now, retraction. Retraction is a phenomena of the uterus in labor in which the muscle fiber are permanently shortened. Unlike any other muscles of the body, the uterine muscle have this property to become shortened once and for all. Contraction is a temporary reduction in length of the fibers, which attain their full length during relaxation. In contrast, retraction results in permanent shortening and the fibers are shortened once and for all. The net effect of retraction is in normal labor are essential property in the formation of lower uterine segment and dilatation and effacement of the cervix. To maintain the descent of the presenting part made by the uterine contraction and the help in ultimate expulsion of the fetus, to reduce the surface area of the uterus, favoring separation of the placenta, and effective hemostasis after the separation of the placenta. Now showing phenomenon of contraction and retraction of the uterine muscles fiber during labor. There are fully contracted muscles fiber. These are retracted muscles fiber. Then progressive retractions are there. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. I hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.